Mr. McElroy?
Looks like my video is turned off. It says when I click on it, there we go.
There you go. What?
Finally. Well, good evening. Good to have everybody with us. We're going to talk tonight about timing. I've been in many businesses over the years, and some have been more successful than others. One in particular sticks with me when we talk about timing, because I could see what a huge market could be made in securitizing subprime apartment building loans. Nobody was doing it, and I thought I figured it out. I spent every penny I had in the world till I went broke, and I had to close that company down. 3 years later, people doing exactly what I wanted to do made hundreds of millions of dollars. And the lesson that I learned from that, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, no matter how brilliant your idea may be, you'll end up going broke before you can profit from it. So tonight we're going to talk about timing, and timing couldn't be better. Over the 18 months that preceded COVID, the United States government issued 42% of all dollars in existence since the beginning of the dollar. Now, what that means is during that same 24-month period of time, example, real estate went up 20% each year for a total of 40%. Now, you might think that's great. The price of my real estate, if you were a real estate owner, went up 40% over that 24 months, but it didn't really go up 40%. What happened is the value of the dollar went down. Why is that important to you? Because most people are on wages from their company, and the raises they're receiving is not outstripping inflation. Now, if you look at CPI, that number is a manipulated number, so whether it's 5% or 8%, it's not really the inflation that's affecting the purchasing power of earnings. So what are you doing? What that means is if you're working even for a good salary and your percent of raise is lower than the actual cost of what it is that you want to buy with those dollars, you're going behind. You're getting poorer every single year. So what can you do about that? Well, you can invest, but investing is a complicated thing. And you can just as easily lose money in investing as you can make it. And professional traders that are really good at it, it's about 10% of the entire investing population that are capable of managing the complexity of those markets. So what's the best way to get ahead of inflation? Is to have a business. Well, what's the problem with that? I've had many businesses, and if you don't have enough money to open a business, let's say you found a dry cleaning shop or a body shop that's a great business and you want to buy it, but you don't have the cash to do it. You go down to your bank, and let's say it's a great business. It makes all sorts of economic sense, and the bank's going to say, oh, well, great. It's good to have you here. How many body shops have you run? How many beauty salons have you run? Whatever it is. And you would say, well, I've run none, but it's a great business. And they'd say, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get a partner that's run one before, and then we can talk to you. Unless you buy a franchise. Why? Because the franchise has already proved that its model works, and that you, as a novice in business using the franchise model, have a high degree of succeeding. So they're lending to a process that works. What we're looking for here at YEREQ is that we want to take the founders to the next step. They've already put up the seed capital to get us started. And every company needs somebody to do that. Sometimes individuals are wealthy enough to do it on their own. Often they have to go to friends and family. But then once you've exhausted your friends and family and you still want to grow, what do you do next? Well, you can do a registration and go through a series A, B, C, D, which is expensive and time-consuming. You could do traditional crowdfunding, which also requires you to do a registration. But even worse than that, you have to go to a crowdfunding platform. And the crowdfunding platform is going to charge you 5 to 12%. So that means every dollar that you raise is nicked by 5 to 12%, and it reduces what you're able to do. So what we've decided to do here at YEREQ is two things. We want to build out our dealer network, and let's talk about how we're going to do that. Look at Tesla. Why is Tesla the #1 electric selling car in many places in the world, but certainly in the United States? Setting aside how brilliant Elon Musk might be, what is it that he knew? He knew that you can't run an electric car if what? Without being able to charge it, because they only run so long. They have the largest number of charging stations in America. The largest number of charging stations in America. But here is what's very exciting for us. Last year, Congress passed legislation for $1 trillion infrastructure bill. Of that $1 trillion, 900 million is set aside just to build out the electrical grid. In addition to that, there is $5 billion with a B dollars worth of grant. That's free money. $5 billion worth of grants to buy charging stations. I looked at one of our competitors that's out there that has mastered working the grant program, and instead of selling 5 or 10 or 20 units, they're selling 100, 200, 300 units because they've mastered the grant program. Here's what I know about people that are having what they're doing paid for by someone else. They'll buy as much as they can possibly get. Now, there's still qualifiers that they're not just throwing the money willy-nilly. The point that I'm making, there's $5 billion available for free money. Now, there's many of our clients that won't want the grant. They'll just go ahead and buy it. We're not prohibiting people from paying cash for this or financing it. We have financing in place as well. So the time is now. Let me tell you, there's a prediction from 20 to 21, they doubled the number of electric cars that were sold here in the United States in just 1 year. We're looking at statistics that are indicating by 2030, 50% of all cars will be electric. What does that mean? That means that between now and 2030, we need to install, over and above what's already out there, 438 charging stations here in the United States alone in order to keep up with the demand. So we are at the right place at the right time. The dollar in purchasing power is going down faster than you're getting raises at your company. Being in business for yourself is very complicated. So what we're suggesting, come and be in business with us. Be a dealer with us and get paid a commission for selling these quality units to help people charge their cars. So the subscription that we're looking for, $100, $99 a month on an annual basis, or $1,000 once per year in order to be in the subscription program, and that will qualify that party, that group, that individual, that company to receive a dividend on the money that the company makes. So we'd like you to come and grow with us, and we're excited for the opportunity. The timing is perfect. This explosion is going to take place whether we stand in front of it or not, but I can tell you the times that I've made the biggest amount of money was when I was in the right place at the right time. And the times that I made the least amount of money, no matter how great the idea was, when I was there too early or even as bad, too late. Because when you're there too late, the opportunity shrunk. What you're doing is commoditized and the profit goes down. So that's all I wanted to share with you this evening. Glad to have you listening to us. We've got some exciting things coming, and I would like to turn it back over to the host so that we can have our next speaker. Thank you.
Hello again. Arvelda, are you ready? Okay.
Hello. Yes, Maura, I'm sorry. I had a little technical glitch here. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm ready. Yes. I can take it over. So, hello, everybody. Hello. This is Arvelda Ware. Many of you know me as RV, nickname. And I am very, very happy to see all of the people that we have joining us here tonight. Welcome to YEREQ GEO Energy. I am going to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Mel Tiller. And Mel Tiller, many of you have not had the opportunity to meet him as of yet. He's spoken on our last couple, 2, 3 calls, and fabulous, fabulous guy. He's our new and latest corporate trainer. He's our VP of corporate training, and many of you are going to have an opportunity to be able to meet with him at our next event coming up in Vegas, along with our ambassador of North America. But for Mel Tiller, let me give you a little bit about his background. He's a retired captain of the United States Marine Corps, 3rd Black Band officer in the history of the United States Marine Corps. He's received the key to the city of Beaufort, South Carolina. In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, he served on the boards of the Red Cross, MB Museum, Optimist Club, and was recognized as a Volunteer of the Year. Presently serves as a vice president and board member of the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas, and host and co-producer of the radio show Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce. Mel Tiller, are you there?
I am indeed.
Mel,
Thank you.
There?
Thank you so
Welcome,
much.
Mel.
Thank you so much for those gracious comments. I'm thrilled to be here this evening and thrilled to see so many new faces. Welcome to our event. We are going to have some fun tonight. We're going to share some great information. YEREQ Energy is an energy company inspired by an emissions-free future where the air is cleaner, transport is electric, and charging infrastructure is easy to use and accessible for every single driver. A future where green technology dominates and no longer harms the earth. Okay, Mel, I can hear you guys talking. I can hear you thinking. You're saying, okay, Mel, I get it. But how does any of that help me right now, right here? So let's talk about the benefits to those who join the YEREQ corporate family. We began by providing you an entree into a $7 trillion industry. The entire world is moving away from fossil fuels and has embraced green energy. The need is apparent. To fill that need, YEREQ has amassed a fabulous suite of green products that protect our planet, save you money, and, if you choose, help you reach your financial goals. Our flagship product is electric charging stations, both commercial and residential. Now, according to the IEA, electric vehicles will represent more than 60% of vehicles sold globally by 2030. That equals almost 350 million vehicles. I'm going to say that again, 350 million vehicles. And every one of those vehicles will need to be charged at a charging station. At home, when they travel, the need is apparent. We also have a power saver. Now, what can a power saver do? A power saver can save you 20 to 40% on your utility bill. Has your electric bill gone up? Mine certainly has. All of my friends' utility bills have gone up. We've talked about it incessantly. How much of an advantage would it be for you to save 20 to 40% on every single one of your electric bills? Think about this. What if you walk outside of your home right now? Look up and down your street. Every single house needs these power savers. Every single house, everybody that we know needs this product. And added to that, we also have routers. Now, routers provide internet. If you're using the internet right now, you're using a router. But what's occurring is you're renting that router. With YEREQ, you can buy your own router, a one-time fee. You buy your router, it saves you thousands of dollars. And oh, by the way, every time you get on the internet, every time anybody in your home uses the internet, you can make money. We'll explain that to you just a little bit later. One-time fee, that baby is yours. It is yours. No renting. You buy it and you make money every single time somebody gets on the internet. You can't beat that. And then we have marketing tools. We have sales tools. We have what we call YEREQ Media and YEREQ TV. Do you know anybody with one of these? Smartphone? You can literally put commercials on these smartphones. YEREQ commercials. We can market to every single individual who has an iPhone. The technology is amazing, and it's going to help those who join us. It's going to help them become extremely successful. And let me tell you about our funding. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have you seen projects? How many times have you seen projects come by your desk and you just wish you had the money to take care of that project, to fulfill that project, to join in that project, but you just don't have the funds? The YEREQ Geo corporate family will provide you with a funding source so that you can fund any qualified venture up to $50 million. Is that sensational news or what? That is tremendous news. We are literally going to be able to change lives here. People are going to be able to get into deals they were never able to get into before. We're going to help you reach your financial goals. And last but not least, let's talk about this wonderful thing that we're offering. We're offering a corporate ownership initiative. A corporate ownership initiative. Now, what does that mean? That means that you can own a part of the company. You can own a part of the company. For a $99 monthly subscription fee, you get the chance of sharing in the profits of our company. This company is going to put aside 5% of its profits. And those owners are going to share in those profits. But there is a key. We're only going to bring on 10,000 owners. So there's a limited time. There's a limited number. Now you think about it. 5% of those profits, the industry is a $7 trillion industry, and we are providing exactly what this industry needs. You have a chance to become an owner. Now, we're going to provide some other things. Let's talk about right now. Training in Las Vegas on March 2nd and 3rd. We're going to be training our owners. We're going to be training them on products, marketing tools, sales tools, how to build your business, what to say, what not to say, how to handle objections. We're going to cover the table. The training is going to be great. When you leave there, you're going to know what you need to know to build your business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this business model places the owners of YEREQ Geo Energy in a very advantageous position, a position to take full financial advantage of a $7 trillion industry. In closing, let me ask you a question. What could you do with favorable circumstances, an advantageous position with people, products, marketing tools, sales tools, funding resources, and ownership? I ask you again, what could you do with all of that? RV, back to you.
Great. Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much for that. Fabulous, guys. I hope you caught all of that. Good stuff. Amazing stuff. If you didn't catch it, get with somebody and find out what you missed. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our next speaker. We have our our North America ambassador. North America ambassador Marcus Dunlop. Let me give you a little bit about his background. Marcus has 30 years of building large organizations. He's got 30 years of personal and professional development training internationally, not just nationally, but globally. He's been Senior Vice President of 4 corporations, the CEO and President of 3 Fortune 1000 corporations. He currently broadcasts live on 3 radio stations worldwide every Saturday morning for the last 14 years. He's the chairman of the board of directors for Muskegon Bible Institute. He's the founder and president of Conium, and I might be pronouncing that wrong. Pardon me, Marcus, if I am. Conium Trainings for 21 years. He's the international karate champion. He's the fanatic when it comes to flying planes and helicopters. He's FAA certified drone pilot, attended the Capital University Law School, and he's inducted also into the Hall of Fame for Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And this happened in 2022. With that said, I could say more and go on and on and on, but without further ado, Marcus Dunlop, are you here? Are you ready?
Yes, can
Marcus
you hear me okay,
Dunlop.
RV? You hear me okay?
Yes. Welcome, Marcus.
Thanks once again for those kind words. Appreciate you, Arveldia. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, if you ever get a chance to work directly with a lady like Miss Arveldia Ware, who hails out of Texas, then you would be blessed and highly favored just to have that opportunity to work with someone that knowledgeable, that competent, that articulate, analytical, anal retentive. I mean, has the whole technical stuff down packed, and is helping make an immeasurable difference of this company worldwide. And so she is a part of our international expansion team, so it gives me great pleasure to work with someone like that. Appreciate those words very much there, Arveldia. Our goal here is 10,000 owners. That's the goal. And once that goal is hit, that's it. Good luck. Take it from there. Our goal is to get to 10,000, and we plan on doing that in short order. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit that number in the next number of weeks. So I'd encourage you to get yourself positioned where you are a part owner of a company like this. And that only takes $99 a month. You're part owner, and you position yourself to get in front of a $46 trillion trend. Now, let's take a journey back. Imagine if you go back 100 years. Let's say you go back 100 years to the dawning of the automobile. Some people back then were doubters. People would wonder, would this new technology even work and take hold? Others were visionaries. They saw the future. They invested. They built brands. Ford, Goodyear, Shell, Exxon, BP. They built the infrastructure of this industry, highways, service and gas stations across the country. However, ladies and gentlemen, what they did not envision was global warming. Global warming, as just indicated on your screen, that's not what people were prepared for. Now we are on a new frontier. We have joined the efforts of governments throughout the earth who are looking to electronic cars and new technologies. These same companies, Ford, Shell, BP, are in the beginning of building the future. Now you have been invited to build this brand and infrastructure with them. Welcome to YEREQ, because we are the future. We are a multi-integrated technology solutions company in the green energy industry. But more than that, we are a company positioning ourselves to channel the wealth of the industry back to its partners. Tonight, we won't be going into great detail regarding the products that we offer. You heard a pretty good rendition of the products that we have earlier when you heard from Mr. Tiller. Did a pretty amazing job articulating the different types of products and services that we have that can allow you to be positioned as an owner to reap great benefits. Mainly, we'll be focusing on why you can be excited about the opportunity and how you can create a passive income by partnering with us in our membership program and expanding our brand and our products. First, I want to give a disclaimer. We cannot guarantee your income. We don't know what your work ethic is. You can only determine what kind of work ethic that you're able to do. So It's important to realize that this is an opportunity where we cannot guarantee your income. I believe that once, however, you see the information presented today, that you will feel like the way we feel, that you will probably be able to earn the income with the platform's compensation plan that we have in place. However, your level of participation will always determine your income. So we believe our name says it all. YEREQ Geo. That means green earth. Our whole focus is a focus on when we started this company, we wanted to create a company unlike anything else ever seen in direct sales. But tonight I want you to focus on these three things. Ask yourself these three questions. What's in it for you? Can you sell this? And is it worth your time? I've had people ask that question, and I had to ask myself the same question. When I was asked to be the ambassador over all of North America, that got my attention, and I had to ask myself, can I do this? Can I sell this? What's in it for me? Is it worth my time? Were you coming in here as an owner for $99? When's the last time that any of us have been asked to be an owner for $99 where you can participate in a global pool of significant revenues? I would suggest you may want to consider what's in it for you. I would say you may have to figure that out for yourself. I can tell you what, I would not be having my closest family members making sure they got themselves positioned in an opportunity like this. Welcome Amber and DJ out of North Carolina. I got my son who's a pilot, a commercial pilot now, just got promoted to captain. And I made sure, I said, Marcus Jr., make sure, listen to your father, get yourself in here positioned in front of a $46 trillion industry. He said, sir, yes, sir. He shows respect. Why would I do that with my closest family members? I think you'll figure that out by the time we get done today, why you may want to position yourself as well. When you ask yourself those questions, and is it worth your time, you'll be able to figure that out by the time we're done tonight. So what is it that we do? In a nutshell, we are an EV charging company. We provide hardware, software, EV training. We have an integrated technology products that work together with these chargers to create income for the owners like you and I, in order for these units to actually have our members get paid monthly, similar to a rebate, just for using our products. We have a router. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a router where you can watch TV, Netflix. My daughters can't help. They can't stop watching Netflix. They're binge watching all the time on Blacklist. We can't stop. Well, imagine getting paid watching TV or getting paid while others watch TV. We got services and products. It's unbelievable. Bottom line is getting paid on kilowatts. While people are charging their cars, I would suggest maybe position yourself to capitalize on those kind of situations, getting paid on a regular basis. You as our member get paid monthly on the profits of the company, but some people ask the question, is there a market for something like this? Well, every car manufacturer seems to think so. They're investing over $550 billion in EVs in the next 5 years. There are already commercials on TV by Chevy showing the diversity of EV cars, one for every type of driver. A report by Bloomberg NEF is projecting that between today and 2030, EV is a $7 trillion opportunity. And by 2050, the opportunity grows to $46 trillion. President of the United States wants 500,000 EV charging stations by 2035. And energy experts say the number needs to be double that amount. But the last time I looked, the White House does not have a sales force, and that is where we come in. Our goal is to help in creating these EV stations in a very short period of time. It's not like we're the new kids on the block either. Over the last few years here in the United States, we have placed our EV units with our proprietary software and hardware technologies in thousands of locations. You can see some of our client lists right here. Look at the screen, locations like utility companies, Pacific Gas and Electric, Southern California Edison, government facilities, hotels, and the homes of average Americans. In Canada, our partner was sold over 4,000 to direct consumers via the commercials and the web, and although we are having success, it is not fast enough to fill the pressing demand. So we are taking it to the streets to those individuals like you and I with a vision to join us through membership. So what's in it for you? Where do you fit in? How can you benefit from the trillions of dollars on the table in this industry? Well, through your membership, you will build our brand. When you think of branding, company becomes the product. For example, tires. When you think of tires, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most people, it's Goodyear. It's the first thing they think about worldwide. When you think about hamburgers, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Worldwide. McDonald's, pretty common all over the world. When you think about coffee, what comes to your mind? Starbucks. They've branded themselves impeccable. I have young daughters that are teenagers and younger than teenagers, and they want to go to Starbucks. And they just have to go to Starbucks and spend $5 on coffee. When you think about EV chargers, YEREQ Geo will become a household name. You want to get yourself positioned so that you can receive the dividends and the profits from our company sales. Branding is a result of name recognition, and that is a result of advertising. So this is where you come in again. You become a member. You can become an owner of this company. For $99, you become a partner with us. Passive income you get every month on the profits of the company. This becomes a partnership where we are transferring a portion of our profits to the membership. But that's not the only benefit. There's more. We have already mentioned that we profit share with our members based on kilowatts. Can you imagine getting paid on kilowatts? You ever heard of something like that in your life? I don't think so. I know I haven't, and my family hasn't. Well, I know I am now, and my family is now too. Using kilowatts on our EV charging stations throughout the company. You see, we monetize the charges for our members and our clients. Everyone is paid when cars are charged on our network. Your monthly $99 helps brand our company as you're choosing your own zip codes where you would like to have 1,000 commercials running on a regular basis. 1,000 commercials for $99 a month with your own QR code on streaming channels? I could hardly. Okay, these commercials have your own QR code that's on your website. From your website, individual families, companies, and municipalities can order our EV stations for their locations, and you earn the commissions. Don't think that's likely? Well, in Canada, there's already been over 4,000 units sold exactly like this off of the web. The inquiry will go into our corporate office, and our expert team will work with the client to design and install the system, and you earn the commission. 20% of all sales, with sales prices ranging from $3,300 for consumers and up to $150,000 for larger commercial facilities. As a member, you're never in the dark. Your back office provides full real-time transparency on kilowatts. The kilowatt charges across our grid, fully aware and transparent, so you always can see exactly what kind of kilowatts are accumulating and you're getting paid on. We began by mentioning that we are a multi-integrated technology solutions company in the green energy industry. And while EV chargers are our flagship, there are other products that are integrated in, all of which create revenue for our company that you as a member can benefit from profit sharing. I would suggest that you not only get yourself positioned in front of $46 trillion industry, I would suggest you call some family and friends, especially the close ones that you really like, the ones that you love, and have them also be a part of getting positioned to receive dividends on our opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes all we want to do in life is whatever our biggest dreams are and have always been. But for a lot of people, you're just not able to afford to do what you love. I had one of my greatest mentors said to me once, he said, Marcus, do in life what makes you cry. I said, wow, that's powerful. Well, the things I love to do that makes me cry, I need to be able to afford to do it. You simply now have been introduced to a vehicle that can allow you to take advantage to get yourself in the way of wealth, and now you can share that with others. We're going to do the same call Monday. Well, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to give you a tip. Don't miss Monday. Same time, same channel. Don't miss it. I would suggest, just a suggestion, you might want to have about 5 or 6 other people on here. And I would also suggest, just in case, just to be safe, get yourself in as a member tonight and call whomever you care about and help them see the value and the quickness. And with the quickness, give them also $99. That's it. And you're part owner of a serious, magnanimous, worldwide opportunity. I'm your ambassador for North America. We will be helping you be able to learn how to be, do, and have whatever you want to be, do, and have. Get yourself to Las Vegas quick, fast, and in a hurry. I got a call today, Maura, and the lady said she's got her ticket already, and it was so cheap she didn't want to tell me because she thought I would be upset. It was such a low cost from Indiana. All I know is, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're at, get there. The last time we were there, we had people from countries all over the world. Why are people coming from all over the world to hear about us? There's a reason. Find out what it is. Get yourself positioned. Back to you, Maura and Arveldia. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. This has been amazing. Like Marcus said, you don't want to miss Monday. Guess who's going to make a cameo appearance? None other than our CEO, George E. Bingham. So we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.